Hello friends. Welcome to my March journal. I was feeling inspired again, which was so nice after quite a while of being very not inspired to work on my journal. I decided to do something that I've seen most bullet journalers do. And this is no shade. But this is something I've tried to avoid for a long time. But, this page is completely useless. Apart from the fact that it's pretty. The calendar over there is too small to use, and this is just a collage that looks pretty. I usually try to have spreads, at least one of the pages. If one of the pages is pretty, the other page is completely practical, or whatever. But this time, I'm like, let's try something new. And I do really like how it turned out. It's not the perfect collage. This is the first whole page is a collage thing that I've done. But I like how it turned out. I'll probably do this sort of thing again. It was definitely very new for me, but I've seen a lot of really pretty ones, so I know it works out. But yeah, I did a page with a tiny little calendar that just tells you the days, and that's it. And a quote. And that's it. I'm taking strides. It's art for the sake of art. I've decided that this is going to be the last one in this book. I counted my pages, I could fit all of my March stuff and all of my April stuff if I was very careful, and I just used as many pages as I need and not any extra. But I've been doing a lot of art recently, and I want to not be worried about being able to fit that or having enough space or not having enough space. So I decided I'm going to put April in a new book, and I am going to be reckless abandon with the rest of March and use as many pages as I want and do a whole lot of art, and we'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, I rip out a few pages and I add them to my letter writing box, which I do with a lot of notebooks anyway, so more art and more letters, definitely not a problem. I have these butterfly stickers. I got a whole bunch of them for my birthday, along with a lot of other stuff. There's a lot of butterflies, so I'm thinking later in the year I'm going to do a butterfly theme, and I'm already really excited for it. And I'm already planning my May theme, and April being a new book actually works out really well because my theme for April lends itself well to a whole book. So I've got my themes through like October planned. October's a little bit iffy, but I think I have a plan. November and December I'm not sure yet, but but I have the whole rest of the year planned, and I'm really excited. I already started doing thumbnails for May. I'm back in the groove. It was said it was the end of the year, beginning of the year, and all of my bullet journal YouTubers that I follow are posting new books and reading journals and all these things. They're posting all this stuff, and I was just so burnt out on bullet journals. And so I just made a whole new playlist because they were clogging up my watch later. And then recently I went on a binge and watched them all, and I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, so let's see, it's the end of February, full month almost of my internship, and it rocks. It's great. That's why I've used up so many pages. It was one of those like, oh no, I'm not sitting in a classroom, how am I going to use up these pages? The thing is, when I do have free time, I'm drawing, and I'm using that, and then I'm also taking notes for work in here, and it's great. Oh, here is a quote. Not really a quote, it's a dictionary definition, which honestly I cannot pronounce. Pluviofile. It's pretty to look at. This theme was originally going to be like raincoats, yellow raincoats, black umbrellas, and rain, and then I'd have the daffodils, but the daffodils kind of took over, and honestly I'm not mad about it. Not having so much black really, I think, livened up the spread. But you saw I still had the umbrella in my collage, and it's really appropriate because this last week of February and what's going to be the first few days of March are very rainy. and I'm here for it. I've got this single little daffodil that's growing outside my kitchen window, and looking at that and hearing the rain, it's perfect. Lines up beautifully. This page here, one with the mood tracker and the habit tracker and these little daffodils, I was working on this at Bible study, and I finished the left page with the big daffodils, sketching it out. And then I put it down and walked away to get some water, and then I came back and kept working, and somehow my pages had flipped, and I didn't notice. So like 2 pages back, I actually drew out this whole spread, and I drew all the little daffodils, and then I was like, wait a second, where did the calendar go? I was on the wrong page. But you know, I practiced it, and I knew it would work, so I did it again. But yeah, so February, working. Ton of birthdays. So many birthdays. Like, I know like 10 people with their birthdays in February. It's crazy. And then March, still working. End of March is spring break, which is crazy. Well, middle of March is my spring break, but I don't get to take it because I'm working, which is fine. But I work at school, so their spring break. I'm still working through the spring break, but it's changing up my schedule. And I'm doing another wedding. I have another wedding, and I'm really excited. I did some over the summer, but I did 2 over the summer, so, you know, plenty of time to relax since then. But I've got one, and it's gonna be, right now it looks like low stress, just really chill, and I'm excited. My first out-of-town wedding, so that's exciting. And it worked out really perfectly that it lined up when I didn't have on-campus responsibilities. But I was afraid I had completely grown out of my journal, because December and January were rough. I have not gone back and finished filling in my, like, daily summaries from the last half of December. It's that bad. But partway through February, I went back into January and wrote down all those summaries, and I've been pretty on top of my dailies now in February, keeping track of my moods and my habits and stuff. January, it was like, I don't really remember how I was feeling. I was probably sad, because I was sad for like 2.5 weeks. Or like, almost 2 weeks. It's like, assume sad, unless I was writing. But it all worked out. It's fine. I'm much better now. I kind of like that with the orange, the gradient, but I ended up covering it up. You can see it a little bit on the front page, and I use more here of this floral yellow tape. I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I love bringing in the pink, but it does work. It could be worse. There we go, that tape. I think it's okay. It's just alright. But I think overall it does match. But yeah, so use some more there, bring it all together. Oh yeah, guess that's the first time I use it. But that's it. Oh, I did something slightly different with my weeklies, but I've been busy and I haven't gotten around to them, and they're really boring anyway. So I'll just throw up some pictures, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Happy March. That's it.